If you are also growing moringa plant at home, keep following this video because here I am going to show you a 6-step guide to speed up its growth. Just follow the steps one by one and get your moringa plant on its maximum speed of growth. And do subscribe to our channel. The first and most important thing for growing moringa plant fast is to plant it at the right time of the year. Moringa plant is a tropical area plant that loves a hot sunny area to grow, and when the season is like that, it will show you maximum growth. The leaves will be more healthier and very less problems appear. So here what we can do is that plant moringa tree when season is favorable. This thing works as a kickstart and the plant will get maximum time of the year to grow and spread. You can grow moringa plant at your home when spring starts, and as soon as the moringa tree stabilizes itself, new leaves appear and the plant keeps on growing until late summer days. Planting moringa in the winter days is not ideal at all. The temperature is cool and moringa is a warm area plant, so it will kill your plant. In the winters, the moringa plant doesn't grow much, most of the leaves turns yellow, but the good news is that it will not die until you overwater the plant. So follow these simple points to properly season your moringa plant. The second step to grow moringa plant at home is the size of your pot. As we know, moringa plant is a tropical tree that can grow several feet high. That's why it requires a lot of space to spread its roots. In a pot or container, the growth will be limited. The more the roots grow inside the pot, the plant grow wider and taller on outer side. So it's up to you. A piece of ground is not necessary, but at least choose a big size pot. For the pot, moringa plant is a hardy plant and can grow in any type of pot, either in a plastic pot, clay pot or in a grow bag. Grow bags have this benefit that the chance of overwatering reduces very much, and it could be very helpful especially if you are new in growing. They are also linked in the video description to buy. Just make sure the roots have enough space to grow, and it will be better if you can repot your plant once a year. That can be done in springs and rainy days. Soil also plays a big role for growing a healthy moringa plant at home. It's very simple, just make sure your soil is draining out the extra moisture properly. Water-blocked medium can cause yellowing leaves and a very stunted growth, while a loose and well-draining mix can speed up the growth of your moringa plant. You can make an ideal soil mix for your moringa plant at home by simply mixing these ingredients. Otherwise, a ready-to-use soil mix is also added in the video description to buy. With an ideal soil mix, you should also water in a proper way. A good soil mix doesn't mean you can water whenever you want. Just make sure the top layer of soil is a little dry before watering. This will keep many problems away from your moringa plant and also boost up the growth of roots and new leaves. The next step you should follow for growing moringa plant at home is the location of your planter. This is important because light is the main source of energy and food for any plant. And if you provide an ideal environment to your plants, they will definitely grow really fast. Moringa plant is a summer season plant and loves to grow in a hot sunny area. It can survive in hot days of summers without any problem. Oppositely, more sun means more growth of the plant. But here we are talking about growing them in containers and in a corner of a house, where the sun may not reach, so for that it's better to provide them at least 3 to 4 hours of direct sunlight, and more than that will be even better. Moringa plant can also grow really well in an indirect sunlight, but shady area will slow down its growth, so it's better to place them in a sunny area. Next step is the proper fertilization of moringa plant. It's not a heavy feeder that requires so much fertilization. Moringa plant is a moderate feeder and can survive very well in a less fertile soil mix. But for growing it in containers, it's optimum to at least fertilize it regularly. And if you can use a good fertilizer, the growth will be very fast. You can either use a handful of cow dung compost every 10 days, or you can mix a small amount of rock phosphate in the cow dung compost to make it even better and growth boosting for moringa. Rock phosphate is an organic fertilizer best for root growth. It can also provide moringa plant a number of other benefits. Details on that are added in the description box video, must check that out. And apply this fertilizer on moringa plant every 10 to 15 days in the growing season. Another thing for growing moringa plant at home is the regular pruning of its shoots. When moringa plant comes to grow, it grows very fast, and here you can get another benefit out of this, that is in the form of multiple branches. This will help the plant to spread and produce more leaves. Pruning is very simple, just cut off the upper growing shoot of the plant and it will produce new shoots out of that part within a week or so. But make sure your cutter is clean and sharp. Whenever the plant grows long, cut off the shoot and get more branches. Remember, pruning shouldn't be done in the dormancy time and when the plant is under a stress condition. Otherwise, it's very useful and should be done. So it's all about moringa plant. Follow these steps and you will get a huge difference in growth. And check out this video to know about the surprising benefits of rock phosphate for plants.